Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she's used to the guy spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I really never saw her as that kind of girl. So was she saying that Chihiro was a little thought? Oh, I'm sorry. Chihiro was a little thought. Was she saying that? I'm sorry. How's it going, everybody? My name is JazzyGuns. Bang bang, gang gang. Let's get back into this game. Trigger Happy Havoc, Danganronpa. Or I said that all backwards, but whatever. We are now trying to figure out who killed Miss Computer Girl or Miss Chihiro or her actual name, Chihiro. Everyone's a suspect right now for me, so I don't know yet. But before I dive on in, make sure if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like for your girlfriend, social medias, all that good stuff, and let's begin. All right, here we are with dead Computer Girl. Let's talk to everybody. What is going on? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it kind of sound familiar? Because Sayaka did the same thing. So at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost attacking, suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Oh, they think it's Genocide Jack. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killing. Well, you know what? With them calling him the ultimate murderous fiend, you would think that he's a student here. Which they probably are.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Real? So wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. So what is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Oh? Toko was the last to arrive and she... Oh, and now she is just standing there. So no, why? 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 And she fainted. Okay. That does not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up.
No.
Oh, that's right. I just remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So, since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Yeah, you gotta wake up. As if she'd hear her, Toko suddenly shot away. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Oh, what the hell? In no time flat, she was just standing up, ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through. Her motions were totally haphazard. What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was that the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No. Everything's fine. At least the stutter's gone. That's a good thing, right? Okay, does she have split personality? Like, is blood her trigger? And that triggers this version of her to come out? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be the best if you take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. He said, Taka, can you help me, please? She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat
There's no
myself.
question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Mondo?
Of course!
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. That's how graduation works. Oh, poor computer girl. Oh, is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed somebody? Another one of us killed a fellow classmate. What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. First of all, I'm a girl, okay? I don't have balls to begin with, so hey. Actually, I I don't have any either, sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did. Oh, the Monokuma file. Okay, so please do your very tippy-top best at this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Yes, we do. All right, examining the corpse of one of our friends, a corpse. Having the suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Dude, are you serious? You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn
a dead
you.
body is an object.
Piece of shit.
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into
Calm
it.
down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said.
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. But if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one that killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims will start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If anyone killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. Okay, that's something new that we didn't know before. What? I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? Okay, so that's new rule now. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey,
well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of the serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that
Punishment
possibility.
is
Farewell for
waiting
now.
for
I'll catch
you.
you guys at the last trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a
You
bitch.
need to shut the fuck. You need to shut up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to be
We
done.
have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation to the sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Alright, investigation time. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro, computer girl. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright. It's been added to the truth book. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve?
Stop talking.
You seem to have limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay. I don't know why, but in my mind, I'm like, he could be the killer. Just working alongside with him. That's why you want to get close to me, because I can figure him out real fast. I know what he's doing. I'm on the case. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? Because of earlier. She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However.
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. She's saying that she would have came here in the middle of the night to train in secret. But with somebody else. It's a possibility. Sakura's account has been added. Okay, So she must have came here with somebody. Somebody here assisted her. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. She did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. Makoto, I don't need you to sound like Mondo now, okay? You can get your ass beat too, alright? I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex, I can't help wondering what it might be. Huh. Okay, so his truth has been added. And let's talk to Kyoko back there. She took her time examining her corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know? Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. But it's funny that he would say that she's touching a body like it's just an object. But he earlier just said that same exact thing. Like a dead body is just a thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, why is he questioning her touching the body? There's a dumbbell on the floor and there's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head of a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean the dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. That could be the murder weapon. So, but there's blood right there too. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already? What? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. No, I want to look more. I want to look at the blood stain and her body, but I guess not. So this is our next location. This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Alright, so this is fun. You know what? You're doing what Kyoko did the first time. Alright, let's look at this. If I remember right, the card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? He has been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for
you. Need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter, okay? You'll be riddled with holes. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, right?
Of course!
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, only boys can go in boys. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the locker room means another girl. You can see right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
Other words,
as such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Ignorant.
Good Lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Huh? Wait, what? I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a little puny appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone will have to loan it. So,
why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self. Okay.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. But what's happening in the main hall? We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for Alright, so they're just not gonna tell me. Okay, alright. Let's look at the camera. Savannah's camera. Could there be something inside? Oh, e-handbook. So wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Did you know these were here? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So that means that somebody could have taken either Junko's or Sayaka's handbook because they're dead. There's no more use for them. So it could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a girl that's a killer. It could be anybody that's a killer now. Oh, I see. You can go ahead and confirm it for yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Oh, Sayaka. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. So, it's bad to loan it. But if someone went in that box to go get it, they didn't have to loan it or anything. They could just pick it up. Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It'll make sense. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Oh, yeah. The memory of it all came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, 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 hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and is waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it, it wouldn't be cracked. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have a single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing that what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Is it just dead? Like, is the battery dead? Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely.
myself.
I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. So, that murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nicknames did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I could show you. Oh, what? What is it? And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. So what is the basis? Is it really proof? There's someone I'd like to take. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Is something like that really? Hey, you two! Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have
oh
time
Lord,
to
what's
play
happening?
with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. Okay, so what's going on? Let's talk to him again because
Such
he said a bait.
ignorance.
Oh, he's an annoying girl. All right, let's see what she wants. This is a serious emergency. Please help. You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. Okay, so what's happening?
Well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very
Since
strange.
it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we could take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat
Don't make me
myself.
repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's go. Wait for us,
Let's
Hina.
go.
It looks like she headed to the door to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. All right, let's see what's up with Toko, man. My goodness. Okay, let's see. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird
That's
stuff?
fine.
We should try to talk to her ourselves. He's like, we never get nothing from Hina. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. What you doing, Toko? What you doing? An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Why?
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Right.
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Why?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
All right, so I'm thinking that I was right earlier. That blood makes her faint, okay? And we've seen that happen. And then that triggers her other personality to come out. And that other personality is Genocide Jack. And she is the one that is the killer, probably. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago, I drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. Okay. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust her door down. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge. Toko was scared even... Wait, what? Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Did she think the same thing as Byakuya? Did she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, I am kind of her friend. Or Byakuya, that's her crush. Come on, Mr. Lover. You think you can ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
Fine.
Thank you. Huh? You gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments, she gonna see Byakuya's face.
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're also annoying. Is that Byakuya?
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Huh? I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay up here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. And I hurried to catch up. What promise did he make her? I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. Come on, let's go in. So what you been doing in here? If I remember, the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh,
Let's
here.
go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Okay, so we need to go through this room. We haven't been in here before. Huh. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust,
So
too.
in other
I would
words...
say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, so let's look at this over here. What's that? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges of the dust, it looks like something was there inside of it. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library. An extension cord. Oh, he was using that for the lamps. I remember seeing that when he was using the lamp over there. It's a desk lamp. Uh-huh. It's the same one I saw him using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was there before then I moved it over to there. It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Ooh, and I got a coin. Thank you. All right, let's see what else. Okay, let's look at these books. This is a shelf. This is tight with files. As I was thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that file.
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return. Oh, don't be scared. Oh my God. You're the average scaredy cat. There's so many files stuck into the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. The Illuminati. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Yeah, he's scared. He's scared to look at that. All right. There's a ton of thick files stuck into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't even want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leave. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. This can't be real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Why'd you read them? Why'd you read them? Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, so why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Alright, he's sounding like Lex Luthor, like he's sounding like a whole evil villain right now, and I'm not with it. I'm not with it. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood, which we saw. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, she was suspended. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite easy.
So, in other words...
the culprit isn't a copycat killer. It is the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
that right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Bitch, I'm not begging the shit. You better. I'm not the one, okay? I'm not doing it, alright? And they have a camera in here as well. Anything else we can look at? Okay, let's talk to Byakuya. About the Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh my god. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Okay, that was an office worker. He was stabbed. Oh god, multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. And then that one is the same thing. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Ise, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Oh, it's a lot of names. There's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And the scene of every murder had the word bloodless left and the victim's own blood. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. So what happened in the next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it should be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused paper suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from... Yes! That's what I was saying. I probably said the wrong word earlier, but that's what I was hinting to. That Toko has a split personality, okay? Dissociative identity disorder, okay? DID. So that is why she faints, and that's why she doesn't want to see blood, because she's going to kill someone. Or Genocide Jack comes out. But, okay, I see. All right, so I was right earlier. Okay.
So in other words...
I'm not crazy. Okay, I'm not crazy. She has a split personality. I was right. Okay, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up to now. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Oh, it's Toko. Everything is pointing to Toko right now that she did it. All right, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. Damn. All right. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro, and a murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. The girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, investigation begins. Let's talk to you, Mr. Fanfic. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I did not reveal that, but I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Yes, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile. So who the hell is Miss Ludenberg? Is that Celeste? I don't know. Well, she refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the girl she likes, right? Okay, so where's that is Celeste. Okay. The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, so all right. right. Is there anything in here? Oh, what is this? Why is there a stain? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? What is that? Huh. It looks like old blood. Could it be old blood? Or shit? It looks like a shit stain looking. All right, let's look. Okay, this photo wasn't there before. Hold on. Okay, wait. That photo was not there before. The photo that was here was the girl bent over. And I remember that because that was specifically inappropriate. So I remember seeing that photo here. And I remember seeing that photo in the girls' locker room. I remember seeing that somebody switched it. Whoever was the killer was a dude. Maybe. I don't know. Or they could have used lint. Hold on. There could be another thing. Okay, so it could be Toko, right? But Genocide Jack switched the photos maybe, and you probably use Leon's handbook to get into the boys' locker room to do that, and she probably like smashed it or something like that. So that's probably why it's cracked and it won't turn on. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm going crazy. So let's look at this. This poster. It's a boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit into the boys' locker room. It doesn't, because it wasn't here before. It was not here before. Is there anything else here? Okay, let's leave out. That was not here. That was not here before. See, look, there goes the bent over girl. There goes the bent over girl, and there's blood on it. There's blood on it. It's the blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable, too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like it's the kind of place you'll find something like this. Oh, wait, but that reminds me of the poster in the other room. That's right. They switched it. They switched it. They were switched. But if they were, why? What reason could that have been? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. They were switched. They were switched. All right, let's talk to Sakura again. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' room, right?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? So in that warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. Is that the stain that we just saw in the boys' locker room? And that's not, and she said it was in the girls' locker room. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared because they switched the carpets. So they switched the carpets as well? Okay. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. So they switched not only... Wait, hold on. Are they... Okay, hold on. Now I'm thinking something else happened. Now I'm thinking that the boys' room is not even a boys' room, and that it's a girls' room, and this room is a boys' room. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, because they switched the posters and they switched the carpet. But why would they do that? Did they kill her in the... No, they didn't kill her in the boys' room. So I don't know. The word bloodless is written on the wall, just like the Genocide Jack cases. Okay, so that's the same. Okay, so let's look at the blood on the floor. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. What else? Okay, so look at that. Let's look at her body. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Let's talk to her. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress with our investigation? Generally speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
So then...
Before I go, let me give you a piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. What? Okay, so let's look at her body. So her handbook is missing. And there's something up with her body. Okay, so let's look at it. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. The rope has a plug. The extension cord. Hold on. The extension cord. Hold up. That could come from the library. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file seems not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullets. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place in this where this is to look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. So, alright, so now okay, I don't even know what to think anymore. Okay, so suspects are still Toko, still a suspect. Byakuya is now a suspect because he said that his family is part of the secret society and things like that and everything, and these files have stuff that normal people wouldn't know about. So, and there's an extension cord here, so that's making me believe that he might have something to do with it too, because her handbook is missing and everything's switched from the boys' room, so only a boy could go in there. So, okay. So let's leave. But before I even go to the library, I'm gonna check out the warehouse where Celeste is, because he said that she has some key information. Okay, what you doing in here, Celeste? What are you doing? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you in only. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime. What
are you doing out this late?
Right.
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Why? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Indeed.
I assumed she was merely stalking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Damn, okay. So apparently she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the jacket, track jacket, or duffel bag Celeste said that she saw her carrying, which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. So might have thrown it in the fucking trash. So that's what I'm thinking. Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. I just left her in there. She can be crazy by herself. You left her. My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. You know what? She might be a little special, but I like her, okay? She likes food like I do. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to all the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe. Maybe she's used to the guy spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I really never saw her as that kind of girl. So was she saying that Chihiro was a little thought? Oh, I'm sorry. Chihiro was a little thought? Was she saying that? I'm sorry. Let's see. All right, let's talk to you, buddy. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay, so you have nothing to do with this whole investigation. What you doing here, Mr. Weed?
Huh?
Oh, hey, Makoto, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Why'd you look in there? Why you say you didn't? Why you say you didn't? Huh? Okay, there's a mailbox here, and inside, Junko, Leon, and Sayaka's. Okay. Alright, we got that. He looking kind of suspicious. Let's look all around this joint. Okay, so let's look at this. The lamp won't turn on. I see because it's not plugged in. The cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet, but last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here because you used the extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if, All right, my suspects are still Toko and Byakuya. They are still on my suspect list, okay? The extension cord was in there before. The extension cord was in there before, and then it was there. Okay, so he definitely touched the boxes. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that is bitch-ass Byakuya. I can't think of anyone but him. Byakuya and Toko looking kind of suspicious, okay? I'm looking kind of suspicious.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh, it's starting now.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Here it is.
The class trial.
Here it is.
You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, here we go.
See you soon.
Someone's about to die. Okay, begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. Okay, the red door is right through here. Woo! Okay, let's go. All right, y'all, you ready? So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is, you really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Now, everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And the murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. It could be you, bitch. It could be you, bitch. It could be her. Or it could be him, because he was over there being very suspicious around the mailbox. All right, we have no choice, right? We have to do this. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. So my main targets are Toko and Byakuya, and a little bit of Weed Man, because why was he looking in the freaking mailbox? The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation until finally, it came to a stop. Here we go, y'all. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well?
Okay, then. Let's get the show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seat. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Okay, let's set some skills. I set some skills so that we can do better in this class trial. So this increases bullet capacity. Ooh, let's do that. I don't think I have that many skills anyway, so I'm gonna just use all of them that I have. Yep, good, good. So, we're done. Let's get this trial going! All right!
Let's
Oh,
begin
Sayaka.
with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If
Okay.
you can figure out who done
done
it,
it.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
we're dead.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Okay, it's definitely the weights. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay, so wasn't it the weight with the blood on it? Like, let's see. Okay, locker room dumbbell. Yep. All right. Let's go.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
It sure was.
According
That.
to the
Oh, damn it.
the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
It was that. It was
I
that.
bet it was an iron pipe.
No. Hold on.
Interesting.
Hold on. Wait, I'm freaking.
certainly would
Okay, I need to
make
focus so that it
powerful
goes slower.
Poor Chihiro.
Okay, I need to slow down the thing because I know exactly what it is. Even though I shot at all of them, I know it's the last one. It's not the freaking iron pipe. So let's
Chihiro's
go.
fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Nope, it was not that.
According to the Monokuma file, the
It's
killer
not that.
used a blunt instrument.
Okay.
What kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Okay, there we go. Let's shoot at that. There we go. It's not an iron pipe. You're wrong. Great.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was
Exactly.
covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As
Yep,
far as
thank
I'm
you,
concerned,
Kyoko.
there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Yep.
Looked at her head wound?
I mean, we did.
That's so creepy!
We had to make sure. I mean,
If you don't mind, I will
right.
proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh, because it could be you, bitch. It could be you.
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer,
Okay.
Genocide Jack.
The Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? Maybe not. It could be Byakuya. It could be Toko. It could be Toko because she has split personality, but it could be Byakuya because he knows all about it because he read the stuff over and over. And he could be the one trying to set up Toko so that he could win. So, a new element has been added to non-stop debates. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely? Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. The truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim. Okay. All right. Oh, but if your action difficulty is to set to gentle, white noise won't. Oh, it's not. It's not though. Okay. All right. All right. So we can attach a silencer now. All right. Genocide Jack case file. So let's look at it.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's
That's
just
it?
no proof for it.
Okay, there could
Hey,
be.
so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Okay, so let's go through one more time. Thing he showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that there was this work of Genocide Jack, so we know.
The culprit
Okay.
is Genocide Jack.
Okay.
I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well,
Okay,
I mean, come on!
it's the next one.
There's
All right.
just no proof
There we
for
go.
it.
Oh, shoot. I mean, No,
So,
damn it. Oh, it's, okay,
speaking of
God,
Genocide
I'm so
Jack,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't know who that is!
Okay, let's do it again. I'm trying to get used to the silencer, man. Okay, let's get through
The
this
culprit
again.
is Genocide Jack.
Case
Okay,
closed.
let's get through that. Get through
Why?
that.
What makes it impossible?
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
let's
there's
get
just
there.
no proof
Let's go
for it.
ahead and hit the silencer. There we go. And hit that.
so-
God damn it! Come on, man.
Genocide, I don't know who that
Jesus
is!
Lord. Okay, I'm trying to hit it. I'm trying to hit it. My
The
God.
culprit is Genocide
Okay,
Jack.
Case
let's
closed.
get through that. Let's get through that. Let's get through that.
There's
Yes.
just no proof
Okay.
for it.
Let's hit that with the freaking. Oh my God! Yes. Okay.
Look, I mean, there's just
Let's slow it down. Let's hit that and let's hit that. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. Let's get it together. Fuck.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Exactly.
That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth.
Huh.
So let's forget about that for now.
No, let's not
More
forget about it.
importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The
Yep.
first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Dude, are you serious?
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public?
Yep.
What the hell is it?
Why
Something
don't
that we
you
know.
tell them, Makoto?
The suspension. The other characteristic. Okay, I know that. If I'm not mistaken, it is that how the victim was positioned. There we go.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer,
I feel like I'm gonna do good on
the
this
only
one. I don't
people
know,
who
maybe.
know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
The killer is
It's because
here.
the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
It's definitely not
Yes.
you, girl. So.
In fact, it's Toko. Genocide Jack's true identity
It's you.
is Toko
Nope, it's true.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec.
It's her split
Toko has,
personality.
Blodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
That's her trigger.
Is Toko Genocide Jack?
Switch.
The answer is yes and no.
Right.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Exactly. She has DID. She has a split personality. Okay? Hangman's Gambit. Oh. What? Okay, hold on. That says H-I. I'm trying to look at it. What? I'm really trying to look at this word. H and an I? That's all they give me? C? Z? No? Z? Oh, schizo! Oh! Isn't that it?
Now I understand.
Okay. I was right. Okay, schizo. Okay. I was like, what the hell?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Yes, there we go. We know this. I just had a problem with the word they
I
was
read
trying to
that
spell.
somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have
DID.
What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
I mean, she said it herself
Perfectly
before.
acceptable. Toko's
She said
strange
it.
behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Exactly. One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior, is that her behavior changed.
I got it!
There we go.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Oh. And then she was all weird.
She was acting funny, that's for
Yep.
sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Exactly.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again,
She was calm.
She was utterly
Yep,
calm.
she didn't have a
In
problem.
other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood,
And then the other one that
and one
can't.
that obviously can.
Right.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Scared of it coming out. Scared of him coming out of her. I won't let him have control. She was scared of him
The
coming
reason
out.
she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Exactly.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
There we go. Oh, we know.
How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know
How
is,
could you tell them?
how could you tell them? Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
About her
she
promise?
told me a most interesting story. She
Oh?
said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Well, that'll be good for the class to freaking know. That'll be good.
This is all a lie.
God.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh.
What?
You promised.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe you lied.
Oh, she about to transform right now. She about to
You
transform.
have only yourself to blame.
Ooh.
You came to me with your tragic little story.
Ooh.
I didn't ask you to. This
I didn't
is
ask
the
you to do
real
it.
world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh, like one of her books. He just threw shade at her.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. Yeah, 'cause why did she say that? Oh, she said that he came out already.
Kept my promise.
Ah.
Go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it.
Ooh.
You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Oh.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
So.
I hate you.
Oh.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
Right, I'm like.
All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Oh, are we trying to pull him out?
You don't mean.
Uh-oh. They're gonna try to get him out. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Alright, there goes Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack is here.
Hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill?
What the heck?
I just noticed the name.
You figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go
Genocide
with Genocide Jill!
Because she's a woman.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to
She
you?
looked crazy as hell.
Toko, that's a loser name. And
Oh.
what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer?
Oh my
You
God.
should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh, she's crazy. We gotta get this bitch out of here. We gotta get her out.
Intense.
Right.
Say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like
Uh-huh.
how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Who said that before? This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack,
Jill?
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, Lord. I feel like it's about to be confirmed. What you gotta say?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just
Oh?
kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
It's like, I'm not affiliated with her.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Oh yeah, she's crazy. We gotta get this bitch out. We gotta get her out.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
A motive?
Remember
What is a motive?
What Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or
they didn't
secret
want
would
that
be
secret
revealed.
to come out.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret
That's a good
was
point.
about Genocide Jack.
That's a good
If
point.
a secret like that came to light,
Toko's life would have
life
been
would have
ruined.
undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
But something's telling me that it's not that simple.
Very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Okay, now I'm looking at Byakuya.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Right.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Oh, maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. All right, let's get some truth out of this. All right, let's make my argument. What we got? Status of the dead body. Okay, the dead body was suspended, so we know that. Okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Believe that.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
I said, now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, I don't think it matches completely because it was tied with rope. It was what Jack did, Genocide Jack or Jill, whatever, did that was tied with rope, not an extension cord. And let's see, let's go through that again.
Sorry,
Okay.
but I didn't kill anyone.
You say
Okay, so let's get through that. Get through that.
When you compare your past, the modus
Okay. Alright, so let's hit that with the silencer.
What more proof?
Oh, damn it! I missed it again! Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's go through.
You killed her.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit that with silencer and let's hit that.
What more proof?
God damn it! Why do I keep missing?
I match
Let's
it
hit this.
completely.
Thank you.
No, it's wrong.
Thank you. That's wrong. There we go.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the
It's
same?
not the same because
I'm not
in
so
the
sure about
in the
that.
file it was scissors, but in this one they used a weight and the extension cord.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Exactly.
How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I
She's
murder
the
with
scissors.
passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I
Uh-huh.
have a very particular way of doing things.
Of course
Imagine
you
you
would.
go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
This is no creation of mine.
Hey, Chef Boyardee was good when I was
Let me
little.
rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack
The
cases
rope and
this.
the killing object. There's one clear difference between them. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack case, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. Okay, the victim's fatal injury. It was not a
For
blunt
one,
thing. It was
the
like
cause of death is
stab.
different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According
Exactly.
to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Exactly. I got
But
it.
Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Right.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the
So
other
now we're
murders.
looking at Byakuya,
Wouldn't
see?
it be strange for
Now I'm
someone
looking
who
at
killed
him.
the same way without fail to suddenly change
Their method all of
and
a
there's
sudden.
more. One more conflicting detail.
It wasn't
right.
rope.
In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Okay, so now we're just getting our clues from the murderer.
People to cooking?
Right.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yes. That's right. The second difference is how it was suspended. All the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it!
It was not rope.
Do you
it was
remember
a freaking...
what the killer used to suspend her?
Yep.
He used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
It wasn't rope though, it was an extension cord.
In all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Exactly.
Specifically,
it was the
there's
scissors.
razor-sharp scissors.
Yep.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangements.
Why isn't she in jail? Like what? Like, I guess because we're not in the outside world. Because if she would have been saying all this in the outside world, she would have been locked up already.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big
What?
Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Oh? Right. Is that my name? Big Mac McDonald's? She call him McDonald's Makoto. Big Mac Makoto.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They were all men.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They were all boys.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Oh, let's see. There's a pattern. Okay, they were all men. They were all men. I figured it out. Okay. Said because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it!
Yes.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Right.
Right on the money.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack
They were
cases,
all men.
all the victims had something in common.
Uh-huh. They were all dudes. All dudes.
They were all guys?
That's right. The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god.
What is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now
Wow.
I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
So since
Lord.
Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man,
Yeah, exactly.
kill her?
When an Italian chef
Suddenly start making
ramen
ramen.
just because they're both noodles, don't be stupid.
She said, look, if I killed all men, I'm gonna continue killing all men, okay?
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
Oh my
We get
god.
it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
Huh.
But that's not all there is to it.
I'm getting very suspicious of Mr. Byakuya, okay? He's the one, because he's the one that knew about the case. He's the one that knew about where the extension cord was. He knew about all of that. Nobody else
It's a
did.
different matter entirely.
Huh.
When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
It's you, bitch. I bet it's you.
Lolly car!
Lowly, cur.
He's like, is that an
I
insult?
would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And
Huh.
if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement?
Right.
It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Exactly.
That
That'll make a stupid
Does
killer.
make some amount of sense.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would
Of
go
course,
out of
it
their
would
way
match
to
the
use
other
a big,
one.
stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe
Uh-huh.
you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Right, it needs
Don't
her
just
custom
use
scissors.
Any scissors.
Right.
I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Yeah, she wouldn't
Okay,
use just
whatever.
any.
There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh? Oh, she does have them. Oh my god. She has them. She's
That's
fully
right.
equipped.
So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Well, we know if somebody dies with scissors, it's her
Why
ass,
would I
okay?
resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Oh
Darn it,
my
tell me
God.
I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter
Nope.
dogs, all of you.
Okay, she got us there. She can call us a piece
Not
of
to mention,
shit. I mean,
have
come
no
on.
clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Huh.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Huh.
Such a heinous villain really be innocent?
This time, yes.
The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Exactly. Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases, which was Byakuya. Okay, not you, 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 not you. Aha! Yes, you
Here's
bitch.
my answer.
You.
Byakuya.
There we go.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Right.
You'd have no problem gaining access to
access.
classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file
Before
before
all
this
this
all
happened,
happened.
because you was in there reading. You was in there reading, yeah, while nobody else to come into the room. You, ooh, come on. Oh, now you got nothing to say.
You saying Mr. Togami did it?
He could have.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer
To get it
so
off of
hard
him.
was
Put the blame on somebody else. Oh, my bad. Push the blame on somebody else.
he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make
Yep.
it look like he put my stamp on it.
Yep.
Well, Glasses Man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire.
She probably thinking he should have been the one I should have killed.
Byakuya, what's your
What's your
response?
response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Oh, yes,
And
it
I must
does.
ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious?
Huh.
Surely you must have an answer.
When you wasn't letting anybody in the
Looking back and
library?
Thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
So in the locker rooms, it's suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go
wanted
to
to
the
go there
girls' locker room
specifically.
right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I
Right.
should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yes,
The
but
victim
you want to
was
finish our
Chihiro,
sentences.
a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
on the
I don't
contrary,
think so.
there's something very strange.
Okay
Huh.
then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Oh, I will, bitch. Let's go. There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. We need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Oh, let's hear about it. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your own keywords. Okay. I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. Let's try to get a flashback. Monokuma file number 2. Let's see. Let's read through it.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
Right.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls'
Oh my
locker
God.
room,
You absolutely take it.
Get him
That's
out
a
of here.
natural reaction for any guy.
Get him out of here.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish
Okay.
you'd taken me with you.
Ew. Okay, so it's definitely the first one that I need to pay attention to. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction here. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found it. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Huh.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of
Okay,
weird.
wait, what?
before we
Okay,
found
so
the
let's see.
body.
Let's do that.
But
When
he
we
was
found the
acting
body.
weird.
Oh, damn it. Okay, hold
Presented
on.
with the
Okay,
opportunity. That's a natural.
so let's go ahead and
So of course I would. There was no
speed
time.
through all of
What's
this.
so
Yes,
strange?
yes, yes.
Wish you'd
Okay.
taken me with you.
All right, so let's get to the first one again.
So, you said
All right, that's a
Byakuya was acting
flashback,
kinda weird
and
before we
let's
found
hit
the
it.
body.
Oh, no? Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm so sorry. Okay,
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird, but he was acting weird.
Okay.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check, that's a
Natural reaction.
the victim.
Oh, how would he know that it's... Oh, wait, I don't know. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Sorry. I'm getting confused with these different elements, okay?
You said
Okay,
Byakuya
so...
was acting kind of
let's
weird
see.
before we found the body.
No, what the hell? I don't understand. I'm not understanding this. I'm so sorry. I'm not understanding this one. So this is what I want to do.
But he was acting weird.
And then the only thing that I can shoot
The victim
would be this. Right? Okay, alright. I gotta get used to these combinations. I gotta get used to it. Because I know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just confused about the flashbacks.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Exactly.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room
because
Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Right.
I see. That's a good answer,
Huh?
I must admit.
You look real guilty.
Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Oh, is it?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that.
Huh.
Go ahead. Show us.
Show us what? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
Huh?
There must be more to it.
Okay.
There is. I think.
Right, there is more.
to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Correct.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
That extension cord, the differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden there. What could it be? It could be the freaking extension cord, maybe. I'm thinking that. The library desk lamp. Yep, the extension cord that you used. Okay, so.
What? The difference between the cases?
You
want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Exactly.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the bodies.
But Chihiro was suspended
with an extension cord.
It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It's an
Hey,
extension
Byakuya,
cord.
where'd you get it from, huh?
Right, bitch.
I'd never seen that rope before.
Oh, no. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, bitch. Yes, you did. You lying. You lying. Because you definitely saw it and it was in that box. It was in a dusty box and you took it out and you used it.
Actually,
nope.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Exactly.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
extension
cord?
Yes.
An extension cord?
It was an extension cord.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Of course
he
did.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
I've seen it before all this went down.
Went missing after the murder.
Exactly.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
I can't either.
That's
you ain't got
really
nothing to
what
say.
You think? Then your conclusion is something like this.
What?
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Well, you did
is
do
that.
that.
About right?
You did do that, yes. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Oh my god, don't even talk, girl.
Right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Yes. Sorry.
But could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Do we really need to? We've already decided.
He's like, let's get this
I
going.
know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
The fact that you're calm as hell, like that's what. Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off. Wait a minute. The scene of the crime, okay, because stuff was switched. Stuff was switched in the room.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Right.
Are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Exactly.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that?
Uh-huh.
Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Look. No. It is because the freaking posters were switched, okay? And then Sakura's coffee spilled on the one that was in the girls' room, but that one is now in the boys' room, and the clean one is now in the girls' room. So the murder happened in the boys' room. But what I'm trying to figure out is how, if it did happen in the boys' room, how did Chihiro get in the boys' room? Because I don't know. So let's see.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Because stuff was switched, bitch.
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else.
Then
carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Rest of the murder scene?
Oh, now you're sweating, huh? Now you're sweating.
Awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
The carpet and the poster.
I do.
The carpet and the poster. Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who's been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Everything was switched.
Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Okay, well then here's your proof, bitch. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. It was definitely, hold up. That one, that's a key item. Hold on, so that's a key item. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that was switched. I mean, that was switched. So that and that. The two locker room posters. There we go. I mean, it was.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Right.
Proof is some posters?
Apparently,
the poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Like, why would we want to look at that?
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Right.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake.
Oh my god.
The boys' locker room
had a boy band.
A poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Right.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boy's locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker room. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
There we go, the carpet.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yep.
Coffee.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier,
it.
I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
But it wasn't scrubbed away. It's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It was moved. Exactly. That's what I was trying to get before. It was definitely moved.
I got it.
The
stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
Right.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Yep.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
That's what I said earlier on. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible. Don't you think?
That would pin it more on Toko because it's in the girls' room rather than the boys.
In order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
To pin it on Toko.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
To pin it on Toko because Toko was a girl.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Why is she in there?
To get into the locker room,
you have to swipe it.
Swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Or you'll get shot up.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Or she could have used Leon's handbook.
No, she did have a way.
Right.
I can tell you what it was.
The handbook.
I doubt that.
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay, the Leon's handbook. Okay. Leon's handbook could have been the key to get in there into the boys' room. But why would she go into the boys' room? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Broken e-handbook. Okay, that's Leon's.
Is it really possible?
Could
Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes, she could.
I got it!
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No. Damn it! She couldn't hack it, but I'm so sorry. I need more proof. Sorry. Let me wait for the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We got that. All right.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
Right.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Okay, so let's put that there. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Now we got it. Jesus, these little troopers be getting me every time. Like, I know what I'm talking
Chihiro
about.
used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh, it was! Okay, so screw what I was saying. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so my reasoning saying that she did use it was because I was thinking that she could have smashed it into it to make it work. And that's what made it crack, but no, okay.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your
You
handbook
could always
is
borrow
forbidden.
it.
It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate
I don't
programmer
know.
skills and...
You can't fix it
Yeah.
in the handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Oh.
So if she didn't use Leon's handbook,
She didn't modify her
she
own.
didn't modify her own handbook.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems
What?
like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Let's not vote yet. Hold on. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a sec. I agree with you, though.
Huh.
I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth
You
and
finally start to
that's
talk?
what you got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in?
Huh.
There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Excuse me?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
Oh, we have breaks?
I'd like you all to come see something.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, we can take
What do you
breaks?
think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Ha!
I'm sure that thought must please you.
Wait!
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
This is recess?
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us?
Huh.
It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty
So what is,
expectations.
what? So we can take
So,
breaks
shall
now?
we go?
We can take breaks. So before I even knew that was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was the locker room. Okay, so let's go look back at it.
The girls' locker room?
Huh.
We've already searched this place top to bottom.
Right.
What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Okay. You want to check
Be
it
sure to
again?
examine the entire body very carefully.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay.
Examine her carefully.
Okay, we're not gonna have him do it.
Like,
We're not gonna have him do it. We're not gonna have him do it.
Probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just...
He's like,
Just
I
on
don't
the
want to
lip
be
scrubs,
creepy.
You know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Go ahead, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead
Oh,
body.
come on.
Just let one of the boys do it.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
it's okay.
It's okay, man.
I think
Come on.
Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I would think so,
So
too.
just leave this to me.
Right.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action?
Oh, Lord.
What you two are about?
No, we're not.
That's
Well,
not
maybe
it at
Sakura, I
all.
don't know.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm
All
sorry,
right.
Chihiro.
Aw.
Please excuse the intrusion.
She's so polite about it, too. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be sure
body.
to check her entire body.
Okay.
And I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Why don't you just say what the hell you found, Kyoko? Maybe then this will all go smoother and faster. How about that?
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
What? What? What is it? What?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
What?
Is what?
a boy.
What? Chihiro, computer girl. Chihiro is a boy. Ha! So they saw, you know, a thing. They saw a thing. Oh my god.
I see. So
How?
she
How?
actually a he.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Oh, now you don't wanna get with her, right? Cause she's a he. Okay, so this game is way too many twists and turns. I'm thinking, are you a woman? Like I don't know what's happening now.
You're joking,
Yes,
right?
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't joke about this.
He's like, she got a thing.
It's really true?
She got a thing. Oh, no. Are they gonna show it? Oh, okay.
You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Of course you did.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Wow.
He was a cross-dresser?
Wow.
Oh, I'm really on fire!
He had
I wish
all
I
of us
had
fooled,
killed him.
okay? He had all of us fooled, all right? Because I would look at Chihiro and think that he was a she. All right, oh my god.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
So that's how.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now
Right.
let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Oh, this is killing me. This is killing me.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes.
All
well,
right.
I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Great. Awesome. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought he had never crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he
Huh.
would have had no
problem
gaining
going into the
access
boys'
to the
room.
boys'
Just
locker
swipe
room.
the pad.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
That's
So
amazing.
There should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim
That it
was
was
killed
in the boys' locker room.
and was then
And then
later
moved.
moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka
Sayaka
or
or
Junko's
Junko's.
handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Exactly.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Oh, what? Because he didn't have big boobs, maybe?
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well,
Not
connected
really.
or clear or whatever.
We still think that you did
you're
it,
the
bitch.
killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Yo, let me kill him myself because I'm getting tired of him acting like it's not him. And if it comes out to be that this is him and he's just acting like it's not this whole time, I'm gonna be so happy when they execute him for his punishment. I swear to God.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Could be.
Without a doubt, Byakuya
Yeah.
is the one that made Chihiro's death
Look
look
like
like
Genocide Jack
Jack
or
did it.
Jail did it.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Lord Jesus, Lord.
Aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just
Oh my
seems to
God.
be too
Easy
going
going.
about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Or that could be a ploy to make it seem like it's nothing to do with him, even though everything points at him. He's trying to see if we can actually solve that it was him. So who knows?
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Yo, I don't like him playing this
Mark it
game
as
with us.
Correct?
Right,
right.
I don't.
I am not the culprit. I
Of
just
course you would say
happened
that.
to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
What? You happen to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and alter it.
Are you
Why?
fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
He doesn't want to
I'm
cut?
telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead.
Right.
Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really
Are you
telling the
serious?
truth,
Then why?
Why? Why do you do that to
I'm
his
getting
body?
confused.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Oh my god.
If it wasn't me, who was it?
I don't know, because the only other relevant people that have been talked to was freaking Celeste and Sakura. And I think that's it, and Hina, that's it.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're
Right.
seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to
still
explore every
explore.
possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Very
That's
true.
Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you
Okay.
not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
Let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
Okay.
We still have time to make our decision.
Okay.
Very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
It's not a game. Well, I mean, technically I am playing a game, but it's not a game in the game. So, but if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means, the killer's access to the killer is a guy.
A gun!
Right? Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy, but that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. This is bringing me everywhere. I don't even know what's happening no more. Okay. Celeste's account. She was in a warehouse.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Huh.
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Celeste saw
Someone
Chihiro.
saw the victim at some point.
Yeah, Celeste
Even
saw
that
Chihiro.
might be enough for now.
Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Okay,
You
I
wanna
think
know
I
who
think
saw
I
the
see it
victim?
now.
The killer. And only the killer.
Huh.
And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
He sound like Shaggy. Game over, man. Game over.
Not game over!
Okay, got it. I got it. Okay, there is an eyewitness. Okay, so it was definitely Celeste. Okay, wait a minute.
Sure, someone
It's
saw
not
the
that.
killer.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Okay, and right here, let's get that out and hit that. Bang. Oh shit! Okay, no. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I keep messing up on these things. Damn it.
Isn't
Okay.
there a single clue that might
Okay.
lead us to who did it?
Oh, damn it. Damn it. I need to
Nobody
go
can-
someone saw over it
Perhaps
again.
someone saw the victim at All we need
It's over.
Okay.
You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the killer? Is that? There we go.
No, it's wrong.
There we go. Celeste was in the warehouse.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he
Yes.
was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh,
You did.
But I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you?
Uh-huh.
That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Uh-huh.
Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
We
I
did
saw
see
him
her.
stuffing a track jacket
Oh, Him, I'm
into
so
a
sorry,
duffel bag.
Him.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid
Which
of
I was
any
trying to
evidence.
find, but I couldn't find it.
And that is when you said something that struck me as rather odd.
I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Right.
So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Do I?
You know who the killer is.
Do I?
Serious? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Right.
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus
Okay.
on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about
What?
that?
Okay, wait. Okay, so let's
You
think.
really
Okay.
think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Correct.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Can we?
Had the equipment for that. We wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe,
Correct.
but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for
Okay.
you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
Right, because I didn't even get a chance to really look at it, so I don't even know myself.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay, let's look then. Does Chihiro's jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Holy hell. Okay. What is this now? Okay, so let's look. Okay, Celeste account. Okay. So, let's figure this out, y'all, because I'm confused.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yes,
he was on his
the
way to go exercise.
Right.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Hold on!
A tracksuit.
Hold on!
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Ah!
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Okay,
Did
hold
any of
up!
that really help
I
us
think I
getting
know!
closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
Okay, yes, it did.
Not a chance.
Yes, it did. Okay, hold on.
You heard him, right?
Yep.
What he just said without even realizing it?
Yep, I heard it. Okay, she's right. What he just said now is really odd. Okay, so Celeste was the only one that saw him with the duffel bag. So she didn't say what color the freaking tracksuit was, but Mondo said that it was blue. The blue tracksuit in the duffel bag. But everybody else said, oh, mine is black. Oh, mine is white. But he offered up information and said that his was blue. So Mondo must have did it. Oh, and it's connecting now because Chihiro said that he wanted to get stronger. And basically Mondo said that he would try to help her, which is now a him. So it's Mondo that did it. Mondo is the one. Okay, Mondo's the one. Mondo's the one. Okay, let's fast forward.
What do you mean, the specific?
Okay.
It matched the one.
Okay.
So, what you're
Okay. There we go. That right there. How do you know that it's blue, bitch? How do you know?
Hold on a second,
it's getting spicy.
What did you just say?
Right.
What'd I say?
You said it was
Celeste
blue.
testified a few minutes ago. She said
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise, but he didn't say what color it
She never said
was.
anything about the jacket's color.
Right.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Exactly.
You just...
Uh-huh.
Celeste, What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It was blue. It was blue.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial,
and you didn't tell anyone but me.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo,
how did you know what color it was?
What color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
I just... I saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
Because it's gone.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
And the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it
saw
before he died.
Him,
That's
sorry.
the only possibility.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
I mean, we all have names for her. I called her Cheerio, so I mean, hey.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit, didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
How?
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No.
That can't be it. Because it was in the bag.
According to Celeste's testimony.
It was in the bag. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Exactly. You're looking a little shaky. You're looking a little shaky.
You dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Dude,
now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Make him confess himself without even knowing it.
Said you knew who did it to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because you hate him? The way he was acting, or because I hate him? The way he talked?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that,
I didn't even see that.
Mondo knew something we didn't.
Oh, wow.
You noticed such a tiny
I didn't even notice that.
Are you a witch? She's a witch!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Damn.
Mondo, was it really you? Did
yes.
you really kill
It was
Chihiro?
him. Because how do you know it was blue?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Oh, no, you did that on your own.
The right to treat me like a goddamn criminal.
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
Oh, that's
this
your
is
bro.
a false accusation.
Look, your bro did
It's
it.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
Yes.
It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Dude, what? What do you
That's
have?
my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah,
What?
that reminds me. Boom, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
It might be.
Does your confidence just get up and walk
Right.
away? It's
Just
fine,
tell
man.
us.
Just tell us.
If you really insist, then...
what?
Here it is.
Oh?
What do you have there?
It happens to be an
Oh?
handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
This will be very helpful in the beginning, sir. You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Who does it belong to? It's... Chihiro's?
I got it!
Okay.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Right.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
But it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well,
Right.
that's what I was hoping. but it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Oh, just like Leon.
The culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so...
They're not, though.
You're right. They're not.
Right.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And this one does appear to be broken.
As
is
Leon's.
Sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence. That is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did it break? By hacking it? It can't be hacked because it'll have an alarm. By hitting its weak point, because he did say that earlier. He did say that.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yep. I remember that. I remember that.
Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Yeah, you
but
did
if
it.
The handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
So what is it?
So, what is it?
You're asking me?
You might as well
I think
say it
it's
now.
a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
I guess
Just
so.
tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh, well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
I'm
Then allow
sure.
me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
What?
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High
I
temperatures.
flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Ooh.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees.
Huh.
Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
And Mondo could stay in there a long time because he was in that sauna with Taka.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
And that's what Mondo did.
I learned one new fact today.
And you should have known that when you was in there, bitch.
That is
Go
a
there.
mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Maybe Mondo found out when he sat in that sauna with Taka. That's what I'm thinking.
Quite the mystery.
Wait, hold on. He probably did. He probably did because I remember when they were in the sauna when it was Taka and Mondo, Taka had no clothes on. He had just like a towel. But Mondo had his entire uniform, so he could have had everything on him when he was in there. So that's probably how he figured it out. And if we look at his e-handbook, it probably would be broken.
What if
maybe.
they found out by accident?
What
Yes.
do you mean by accident?
Yes, when it was in the
What
sauna.
if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They
Yes.
realized it was broken, of course.
Yes, this
And it
happened when
wouldn't
they did
be
that little
hard to figure out
competition.
why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Mondo and
I
Taka.
don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Well, Taka didn't go with it, but he went in the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Yeah, because I was a witness. Because I was a freaking witness. They
The
made
one
sure.
who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Okay, who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna, and it was freaking Mondo. Yep, you.
Here's my answer.
You. Yes.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
It sure did. It sure did.
Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka
Because
had an
y'all had an
endurance
endurance
contest,
contest, and I was
in the sauna
there.
not
I
too
was
long
a
ago.
witness. I was a witness to that.
Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
I remember that.
Little did he realize he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Yep. We getting onto it.
Hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Your brother did it.
Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I was there. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I was there as a witness when y'all did this contest, okay? So maybe it's me that's the proof. Okay, card reader, broken handbook, Chihiro's handbook. Okay. All right, let's see.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Right.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Hold on, I need to know the freaking controls, because I need to switch bullets. Okay, there we go. Okay, so L1.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, yes, he would. Okay, I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I could just prove that, then that would show that the Mondo... Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct...
Wait, hold on. What did he say at the end? Hold on, because I don't think that I caught that, so...
Well, my goddamn handbook... See? Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay, I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be Chihiro?
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's, then that proves that what Makoto said is...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Is it that? Oh, damn it, I keep missing.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Okay, so let's
test Makoto's
his is
assertion.
broken though, so let's see.
If what he says you broke your own, in other words, if
okay.
that proves...
Well,
it's not that. Oh, no. Okay, hold on, let's hit that. There we go. There we go. That's wrong. Okay, we're getting it.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now.
Is it really
yours?
yours?
Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The
Is
broken
it yours?
handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is,
Yeah, Chihiro's.
I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Oh, because we never could turn on Leon's handbook to make sure that that was Leon's handbook. So that could be actually Mondo's in there, and he could have Leon's.
After all, Monokuma said himself
I
that
see.
Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Right.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook
It's
Mondo
actually
has
Leon's.
right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
But he's already dead.
Well, here's how I look at it.
So he didn't loan it.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student.
Exactly.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit.
Uh-huh.
But no worries. If anything,
All
it just
loopholes
makes
to
things
everything.
more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Ooh.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
What's wrong,
he got
bro?
caught.
Come on. Tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
I don't think so.
You just said is wrong. You made it all up.
I know how much you want to believe you,
Then why don't
bro.
we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear. And we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
All right, well, let's see it. Oh, is this where I put everything together? Closing argument. Oh, yeah, this is the comic book. Okay, so... Okay, she was stuffing that in the bag, and she sees him, I'm so sorry. Okay, he was stuffing it in a bag, she sees him. He says, oh, you know, it's okay. I gotta leave in a hurry. And let's see all of these things. And she stuffed it in a bag and left. And then they went to the boys' locker room, correct? I'm thinking so. Okay, so then after that, I'm trying to figure this out, y'all, so excuse me if I'm taking a long time. Okay, so he got inside, he went into the boys' room, saw Mondo, and then in there, okay, let's get to the end. Hopefully this does something. Okay, so let's get to the end. Okay, I think that this is right. I think I got this right. I think I have this right. So let's go ahead and reenact.
The killer is you.
Huh.
First,
so let's see.
Let's
First,
take
let's
a look back to before the incident.
Okay.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Yes.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Correct. And I saw it.
That something was a blue tracksuit.
Uh-huh.
You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Correct. And then he left in a hurry.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Correct.
But how could the
she was
victim,
a he.
who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Because she was a he. Okay, so that was correct. And got in the boys' locker room.
Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Yep. And then hit him, sorry. And then got blood on that.
And that's
okay, so
where
I'm
the
doing good so
on
far.
The poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yes.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
And then change it.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
And going to the girls' room. Right?
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Correct.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Yes. And then switch it.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Correct. And then they were tired from making
the layout
it
of
switch.
the boys and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Then he came and saw that.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to
making things complicated for no damn reason.
Making things even more complicated.
For no reason. For just no reason, because it's a game to him.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got to work.
Like, for what? Like, he's just a bitch. Like, I don't understand.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Take the blood from her, wipe it on the walls.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Lord. Oh, that's wrong. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. Shoot! Okay, sorry. Okay, so that's wrong. Okay, then that he closed the door? Or open the door?
The killer reenact. You!
That's not it either. God damn it. Okay. Sorry. Okay, there's not much that can be chosen. Oh, he threw that into the sauna.
You!
So that it could break. Okay, got it. Okay.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting
I was
together
almost
this
there.
facade,
Almost had it all.
The killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna.
Okay.
There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence.
The handbook.
Chihiro's handbook.
And throw it in there.
And just as the killer expected, the steam sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna.
And that's
and
Mondo.
The reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Because of that little
That's
contest.
how it all played out.
Mondo, and I did like
right,
you.
Mondo Arata.
And I like Mondo, man. Why'd you have to do it? Why?
Wait. No. This can't be right.
Why do you have to do it, man?
Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
I am the proof.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
I am the proof. Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has... Oh, Jesus. How many elements? Absolutely. Okay, fever time and nega time? During a bullet time battle, if you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can press X square, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access the special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, okay, it's not. It's not. Okay. A moment of truth, man. Oh, Lord.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
Okay.
I
Let's
won't
get that.
listen.
Hold on. Bam. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Show me some evidence.
Get it. Ha. Ha!
I won't listen!
Ha!
False!
Okay. Ha! Get it. I got it.
I refuse to vote.
Ah!
Show me some evidence.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Let's get that.
I won't listen.
Oh, shit.
I refuse you.
Damn it! This is the thing they were talking about. Okay.
Show me some evidence.
Bam, bam.
Listen.
No. No. There we go. Hold up. Okay. Hold on. Got it. Okay, bam, bam, bam. There we go. Final strike. There we go.
Show me some evidence.
Okay.
This should prove it.
Woo! That was hard to get through when they start doing that nega time. Oh my God, that was hard to get through. Jesus.
Thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Open it
Once
up!
we do that.
You don't gotta do that.
Oh, why?
Yeah. I killed him.
Why? Why, Mondo? Why? Oh, I got an A though, so I guess that's good. Hey, thank you.
Bro, what are you saying?
Goodness.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
You ain't got no argument.
Monokuma. Get it over with.
Oh, he just wants to die now?
Damn verdict.
After that,
Wait, hold on!
no waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Now
Who
it's
will
time
you
for
elect
Mondo
as the
to
blackened
die.
this time around? Will you
Oh,
make the
God.
right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Well, I mean, Mondo
What's it gonna
admitted it.
be? What's it gonna be?
Oh my God. All right, here goes the Monokuma vote. Oh, you know what? I kind of liked Mondo too. That's the thing that's getting me, man. Oh my God. I kind of liked Mondo. Except for all the times you said that women were weak. But you know, this time it looks like you got it. You got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro, Fujisaki, was Mondo. Oh, what ah. Oh man, in case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Oh no! You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone. Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually-
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the O button to fast forward the text. Okay. Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like this as long as he could remember. He couldn't even overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. So, he decided to dress up as a girl so that everybody would stop calling him weak as a boy. Wow. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. She said, I'm weak, he said. I'm so sorry.
Weak.
Aww. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I really don't want to talk about it right now. But I don't also want to leave things they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone that he was a boy. He used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
When someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his body and mind, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to was Mondo. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured out that even if he had confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep that secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose is to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep it secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in a boys' locker room, then we'd know that he was a boy. Okay, so we would have known. So to try to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, then Mondo did all that to keep the promise that he made to Chihiro, who'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone, it's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while they're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own Oh, what? What? And you were talking about your brother? The only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place is because of a certain someone. What? Mondo's older brother name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Jesus, Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, right? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on that night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. Oh, wow. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. And suddenly, oh, his brother got in the way. Oh, his brother got in the way. He didn't mean to kill him. Laying in his kid's brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together, because it's a team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men. Oh, man. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, he became the gang leader. The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Wow, he wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Oh man, strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I've never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach, and it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus. I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would... You're right.
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I'll have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak, something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah,
that's right. I am strong. I'm strong. Uh-oh. This is where he goes. This is where he goes crazy. I don't remember anything after that. So he blacked out. When I woke up, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand. I was just staring at him down on the ground.
I killed him. Even after all this time. I'm still just as weak as I've always been. Thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Oh my God. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Oh, man. This game got too many twists and turns. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in here? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. Say that again. I dare you. Yep. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because time for the punishing. Oh, Jesus. You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished. Ridiculous. Hold on. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Is he gonna get run over? Is he gonna get run over by something? Let's give it everything he's got.
It's punishment time!
Is he gonna get run over by a truck?
Sorry, man.
Oh, Mondo.
The promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh, Mondo. Oh, man. Oh, God, what is going to happen? Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, I kind of liked Mondo, though. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Taka. We each were forced to realize once again, but he, of course, had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Of course I do. Because this game is life or death. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. I'm gonna kill this bitch. I swear to goodness. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Right. Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? Yo, I need you to die next. Go ahead and kill someone. Go ahead and kill someone so I can take you out, okay? I'm so tired of him. I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning, which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would have livened things up. You did all that to liven things up? So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured that out who's really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point, of course. He turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel the sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So this is your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Mondo.
What's this?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, right? My question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair is not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? Mean? What the heck? Oh, Lord. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. Oh. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mode for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. It sounds like someone needs a nap. Oh my god. This episode is too much. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo, but I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
And he's talking
Fear
to the
and
mastermind.
despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
In what?
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
So one of these students is a plant?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
So one of them is a plant?
That's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I like to ask
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Huh? Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
What?
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Huh. So he has a plant in there. All right, y'all. So that is the end of the second class trial. And you know what? I really thought that I was putting the pieces together. I was right about Toko, though. I was right about Toko having a split personality. So I'm happy about that. And Byakuya was really making it look like he was the one that was the killer, but he was in there just being a bitch the whole time and messing stuff up just because he wanted to make stuff interesting. And I'm so sorry that Mondo had to die, but Taka lost a brother. We lost Chihiro, which is now a boy, now that we learned, and Mondo is dead now, so I don't know what's gonna happen next episode. I can't even predict it, so I hope you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back for another episode of this. Resident Evil Revelations, Resident Evil Resistance live stream coming soon, and a lot more. So I'll see you guys next time, and this is